Hello and welcome back. I am your spiritual advisor, Eagle Eye. Today, I will be investigating um, the ESCARS system, which is a DCFS child abuse reporting system that is utilized by DCFS and law enforcement. And unfortunately, there's an invasion of pedophiles who have access to this system. So there's a breach of security with the system and the children that they are in possession of. The police commissions um, police chief Michelle Moore back in January 2022 formed a meeting in regards to the misuse and handling of the reports that were being generated that were not being properly investigated, that were not being properly handled, such as 4,000 allegations arised of serious child abuse um, reports that were generated and were marked as no investigations. So there were no investigations that were carried out to ensure that these children were safe. And that was from January 2018 to June 2019. So that's just a little over 1 year. 4,000 reports were marked as no investigation and possibly generalized and marked as non-important. So that's just a little over a year. Can you imagine many years of reports that have been generated that were not investigated? So we have thousands upon thousands upon thousands of reports of serious abuse allegations that have not been investigated. That's a big, big problem. We also have we're going to take a look at Carlos Marquez, who's the commander and oversees the sheriff department for this special victims unit, overseeing the child abuse investigations. So once there are serious investigations or serious allegations that are formed and an investigation is carried out, or once a serious allegation comes through that portal, it's supposed to be directed to the sheriff's department, who is supposed to do an investigation. Now, it's very interesting that when I lodge a serious allegation of sexual exploitation, sex trafficking, abuse, uh, they generalize my report and do not investigate it. So there's some internal fraud and corruption within DCFS, and possibly because their system is tampered, there is people who is orchestrating the ESCARS system behind the scene and demarking what is supposed to be generalized as a serious abuse allegation. They are degeneralizing it as a general report, which then goes back to the social worker, who then does not further look into it, because therefore it would presume that the social worker is negligent, and of course they're not going to report on themselves. So, or they're always going to presumably make themselves look good when there is a child that is under their case study. So there's serious tampering that's going on, and we're going to take a look at this and see what the universe has to say about this, because it's too much going on, and we need to get down to the bottom of this. So without further delay, let's go ahead and get into this. I just wanted to give you a quick briefing as to what we're going to be taking a look at today. If you want to stick around and find out, please do so and listen. I want to know the reputation of Michelle Moore as the police chief overseeing this. Michelle, are you fully aware we have internet fraud first card out, determining that the system is rigged, it is not to be trusted, therefore the entire system is compromised, the children's lives are in danger? Yes, what is supposed to be a safe haven is no longer safe. It is a fraudulent organization and practice. We also have medical malpractice, so we have doctors, we have an organized crime ring that's making itself very known with three cards out. It says medical malpractice, and I also see that these children that are being abused, the doctors are covering for the abusers once these children go into these black market homes that are listed as qualified foster care homes. I see that here. They have been illegitimately put into the system. And everything looks legit because there's someone that's covering the corruption. They're taking care of everything. I also heard spirits say that they are paying to be enlisted into this system. So under private names and credentials that do not exist. So these people are creating profiles. Wow, for these false black market foster parents who are actually running pedophile rings. It says they thought they weren't going to get caught, but it says within 48 hours. Looks like it's in the clouds. So I guess a few days ago they thought they were slick or they were going to try to do something to cover something up, but it looks like they're busted. Yeah, someone was hoping that the subject wasn't going to come up in the reading. That's what it looks like. Heavy medical malpractice. So I guess this falls under medical malpractice where the children who were being abused were not seeking proper medical assistance. So a lot of the abuse, the children that are abused in DCFS custody, they're not seeing the doctors regularly also. They're primary physicians. I guess they're missing their appointments or they're not taking the child so that the doctor does not verify the abuse or sexual abuse, or that the child has no entrusted person to reveal this very important information or disclose this very important information to. We also have bad contracts, again, confirming again, lots of bad contracts. It's a big pedophile organization. So apparently Michelle Moore, it's very, is this Mitchell or this? I believe this is Michelle. So she is aware that there are a lot of bad contracts that is under the scope of what is supposed to be a good contract. So she knows that there are bad people with bad intentions are mixed in the system with people that are trying to help children. So we have a mix, a very big mix up. Yeah, they've transmuted people's destinies. They're trying to transmute the system. They're using the title, but transmuting the destiny. So it's very corrupt. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. It's diabolical. The Department of Justice, I want to find out why you're here, because you're aligned with bad contract. You are not overseeing this organization and the safety of these children. You are being judged. You also are lying and saying that this organization is good, when in fact they're bad. And we also have mismanaged. So the Department of Justice have mismanaged families. They are aware. It says ill will and bad health or mental state. So you're aware, and it says you're busted. So you've been aware of this and you've allowed it. Let's see why. Why? We have illegal contract. You are aware that there are illegal business dealings and contracts and you've allowed it. It says access granted. Yeah. So, and then it says confused, and then you're acting confused like you don't know how. But in fact, you've been known. You probably shake hands with the very people that have and created this type of maltreatment. It says it's on a World Wide Web. Oh, so now all of a sudden you're confused. You don't know how it happened. You don't know where this came from. Who started it? So now you have amnesia. Yeah, it says you don't have any control, or now you're acting like you've lost control because someone's making a bold statement about your ethics and what this organization is about. Okay, and then you want to act like there's a lack of evidence to prosecute and what have you. Um, you've been refusing to come forward about this because you've seen that the system has been integrated with a lot of fraudulent individuals, but you were okay with that, and now you're intimidated because people are recognizing what you're about, what you're affiliated with, what you're allowing, that you're not standing for the people. You actually are against the people. Your organization is covering corruption. You're supposed to be an entity of integrity, but you have proven yourself less worthy, and all of a sudden now you're intimidated as to what people think because you have a lack of integrity. People are now realizing there's a lack of support with Homeland Security, lack of support with the Department of Justice, lack of support with all entities that are supposed to help and secure. There is no help, apparently. What isn't apparent is becoming very apparent. It says you recognize that you are guilty. There's footprints here, license fraud. You are aware of that as well. If you did your research, kept an eye on this organization, you will see that there is a lot of license fraud, and it says death. So it appears that a lot of children have died within this agency's care, and you're avoiding to strip the license of these people that are these social workers or these foster parents that are covering up these crimes. We also have bribes. So it looks like people are bribing people to cover up child deaths, to cover, yeah, we also have bribes and license. So people are paying for the license. And we also have death and birth. So we also, endings and beginnings, we have people that are paying for babies who are being taken from mothers. We also have death cover-ups. So we have an organization that are literally, this is a human trafficking business, literally, paying for babies, and they're using them, killing them. They're doing whatever they want with these children for money, with your approval. Okay. Department of Justice. It says racism. So a lot of this is happening to black children. I feel that a lot of children of color have been segregated from their families deliberately. The charges have been ostracized. It's revelations and death. So I'm really feeling there's a lot more deaths that are occurring in DCFS custody than you all are reporting. A lot of these deaths could also be off the record. I feel like a lot of people that are buying these children off the black market with DCFS, when they intend to buy these children or adopt them, they know what the intentions are. So they're also paying to destroy records, to seal records. I'm hearing also seal birth certificates. Wow. So that they're not searchable. So they're paying bribes to seal birth certificates and death records. Yeah, we have classified information. Now it's top secret. Why? So the Department of Justice knows, and safeguarding. So they're protecting this organization, black market. Wow. We also have access blocked. The Emperor. There could be an Aries or a CEO or a person in leadership who was once safeguarding this, now has blocked access. I don't know if this person is blocking other people from seeing vital information. There could be two parts to a system. This person may have created a system where he can see all the contracts and license, and then the social workers and only so many other employees only have access to one section of the system. So I feel like if they did try to do a search on the license of the pedophiles and the people that are affiliated with the black market. It's not going to come back, or the system is so intricate and secure that only the person with only one person has access to this. There's a special code, special credentials that you have to log into in order to have full access. I feel like that's why some access is being blocked and they don't have full access to the system to locate who these black market affiliates are. Yeah, we have bondholder. Somebody's protecting the bondholder and blocking access in people. I also feel like the Department of Justice has access, the codes, and they're blocking access. We also have Facebook is blocked from access, or Facebook is the bondholder and blocking access. I already informed you guys that these social media websites are part of the black market. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. They advertise these children on there. They're helping to block access. They also are helping to block certain accounts from being researched or found. And the only way you can find them is under the exact name, title, or credentials. If you don't have that, it will not come up in the search engine. So we have Facebook helping with these affiliates, which is why when they took Euphoria in their first season, they had a hit on me since 2017, apparently. So when they decided to make that show and take very intricate parts of my life and blend it in with an entire episode and all these different people who are supposed to role play and play out certain scenarios in my life, Facebook blocked me from my own Facebook account. They have the audacity to say I'm logged in, but I'm not. So if I'm logged in, who's literally logged in under my credentials? It sounds like Facebook. If I'm logged in, you're telling me I'm logged in, but I still don't have access. You're telling me that Facebook has taken over my account and I have no control. I'm in, but I have no control, which means Facebook has control of my account. To avoid liability, they changed their name to Metaverse. So who's lying here? Because it looks like Facebook is smack dab in the middle of this orchestration. When they have someone on the black market, when they're invading their privacy using vital, I don't know, it's like you want to make money off of me, steal my ideas, my creation, my clothing line ideas, my actual life. You want to take every intricate part of my life and make it yours and make money off it and kill me. Who are you? This is my birthright. I turn my pain into power, into wealth, and you still try to strip that of me? And therefore you will be stripped of your power and resources. Like I said, the harder you pursue me, the harder those solar flares are going to pursue you. The harder the kingdom will come. The harder thy will be done. I don't think it's by accident that I'm coming out of my dream state and I see 3 planets literally on fire, fully engulfed. That is a premonition, a prophecy of what's to come. The fact of the matter is, you all have been lying all the way up to NASA, all the way up to your Planet Labs and all your affiliates. You all have lied to people as to what you've done, the extent that you've gone and taken to spy. You've actually ruined the planet and have the audacity to be laundering millions and millions of dollars of entitlement. And you're sharing vital information. You want to keep people suppressed. You want to keep people thinking that they don't know what they know, when in fact, everything is perfectly aligned. Everyone is perfectly in sync with the planetary alignments, and you are only revealing certain information and limited information and codes so that you can keep the codes, so you can continue to defame criticize, hound, kill, and destroy civilization so you can remain in power. You have been disabled. That's what Spirit said. You have been disabled. Your system has crashed officially since yesterday. And I actually received confirmation again today. Some other information I located. That your system crashed. I believe in China. So China, you also suppress your people. You're very abusive. Sorry. I'm going to give you the truth. I think it's really sick the way men run countries and they abuse their power. They abuse people. You haven't had any potent women of good source, viable. You haven't had and allowed women of good source and viable power to run nations. That's why everything you all created was out of abuse. And that's exactly what the universe gave you. Abuse. You destroyed the planet, therefore you will live and you die in exactly what you've created. And there will be nowhere for you to hide. So you thought you were going to create destruction and be able to run and get away from it. No, if we will all suffer together. You're not going to destroy my life and be like, yeah, I'm off the hook. Well, we're all going to die together. And if you don't believe me, you don't have to. Continue to look at NASA, because they're going to continue to confirm that everything that I'm saying is correct. I am in perfect alignment with the universe. So when you destroy me, you destroy your universe. The universe will implode. In case you're not wondering, I am a fresh breath of air. So in case you're not listening, it's probably too late. So let's get back to this reading. Yeah, if you're getting this message, it's too late. What they say, if you're reading this message, it's too late. Yeah. Somebody was ignoring the memo. I think they got it. They just didn't give a fuck. Let's get back to this. It says this foundation needs to sign an arrest, or this foundation needs to be arrested. Everybody is associated with this crime. They've passed over evidence, they've passed over information time and time again until it's now they can no longer run or hide. It's illuminated. It's in your face as well as everybody else's. We also have flatline once again. Somebody recently died again. The death just keeps coming up. Someone died. Okay? They're no longer with us. And a foundation is lying. Okay? So every time a child dies, you guys lie and cover it up. So we have a child who's possibly on life support, relying on the support of an organization that was supposed to protect them, but they did completely the opposite. Somebody's unemployed because of this. We have a society general, so it looks like the general has been overthrown. This person will probably go in hiding, go off-grid, live off-grid somewhere, probably on some infamous fucking island. Yeah, ill will. Someone was very ill. Someone did not allow the child to seek medical attention, and the child died. Yeah, and it says busted once again. Yeah, circle of life. I feel like these issues happen again and again, over and over again. Children coming up missing, because they're dead. They're dying. They're not receiving medical attention. They're not receiving proper care. It says the police are moody. They know what's going on. They're looking at the numbers. The numbers aren't adding up. They know that they're doing this for money. They're staying hush for the money. They're volunteering to sexually harass. Wow. So we also have, they're looking for volunteers to recruit for this, to sexually exploit children. So they're looking for social workers that are willing to do it, black market social workers. They're looking for black market police officers, black market judges, black market call representatives that oversee the ESCARS system. They're looking for anybody that's willing to do dirty deeds and cover up these crimes. That's what they're looking for. It Says they're also looking for someone to harass me. At this point, it says inactive. Looks like they're not successful. Cover is blown. Yeah, it says they keep testing the police. Wow. So the police don't even like them anymore because they're too far gone. And keeps sexually harassing the police. Somebody could be sexually harassing Michelle because she's uncovered the truth. And she probably wants to look into these numbers. Yes, it says victimizing because she imported some numbers. They're mad that she got a hold of some numbers. Okay, Michelle. Let's take a look. What are they doing to you, Michelle? It says trap. So these people, they feel trapped, so they're trying to trap her, make her feel trapped. We have Federal Reserve here. Imports to the Federal Reserve. Some money could have been going to the Federal Reserve or coming from the Federal Reserve to this DCFS. So it looks like investments tapped out. I don't know if they were looking for loans from the Federal Reserve or what's going on. Why is money going to the Federal Reserve? Hold on. Yeah, trap. They're trying to trap and harm. They're running out of money to keep up the Ponzi scheme. They're running out of money to trap children and families. There's a helicopter. We got 3 of them. We got 2 all-gray military helicopter that's following behind one all-white helicopter. That one, actually, they both look military. So we have 3 military helicopters. What time is it? 12:06, Saturday, April the 9th. Heading eastbound. Looks like they're splitting up now. Looks like they've gained information that now they were headed east. Now they're turning north and headed northbound. Yeah. We're going to find out what they're doing. Somebody could be actually trapped. And somebody's line is tapped. Somebody has someone right where they want them. Because someone's been self-harming a long time and trying to reserve and keep this information under lock. But this information has come out about them victimizing children and families. I feel like somebody's tapped out of money and they're asking the Federal Reserve. They may know somebody in the Federal Reserve asking for more money. So every time the government goes to the Federal Reserve and they ask for money, they're asking, wow, so they're asking for more money to help keep their pedophilia ring together. Wow. Wow. They need to be able to pay the people off the record to fulfill these schemes. They've run out of money. They are addicted and to great lengths. They're asking the Federal Reserve for more money to keep their pedophile, universal confirmation, pedophile scheme going. Yes, it's prophecy, Scorpios, prophesizing, shutdown. Yeah. Looks like they're tapped out. They ran out of money or the Federal Reserve is no longer paying them because they're going to get caught up. Yeah, Federal Reserve has been the brain of the operation. Wow. It says solar storm aligned with Scorpio. So the more they come for me, the more they harm me, the more they destroy their own life existence, all existence. If someone is perfectly aligned, you have to ask yourself, if you're that ignorant, you probably need to sit down and listen to this very important statement if you don't want to listen to anything else. If someone is perfectly aligned with the universe, with the ebb and flow, if you mess with this person, you mess with the ebb and flow of everything in existence. If everything is intricately working together in harmony with this person, if you tamper with this person, you tamper with existence itself. So I'm really under the impression that if you mess with me, you have war. You will be extinct. A scorpion bathes in the sun. So they could probably undergo extreme amounts of pressure and heat. And on the flip side, Scorpio is highly in tune with the sun. So if you want war, the planet of Mars, which is Scorpio rules, or ruled by Scorpio, or however you want to look at it, you're going to have war with the sun. Hello? Hello? These elements are working with tangent of Scorpio. And it says brain. Scorpio is the brain behind the operations? Wow. Confirmation again. The sun is working with Scorpio. However Scorpio feels, and they are the destined ruler of that element. If they've been endowed with that power, I'm sure there's quite a few beings that have been endowed with special powers to have access, direct access. Straight shooter. Okay? They ain't talking about no guns. We talking about some shit you can't even touch. From another realm. Solar flares, shoot. Let's get this straight. So you come with me for guns, you can rest assured that you'll probably have balls of fire shooting at your ass from outer space. So if you really want to rock with Scorpio like that, you can take that up with the fire gods that are probably going to shut your ass down. So if you want to kill everybody, continue to pursue Scorpio. And then everything will be obliterated. Okay? Yeah, we have crossover, crossing paths, double crossing, and we have devil. Human trafficking showdown. Made great contributions unnecessarily. Spilled the beans. So it looks like you've created a spillover from one universe to the next. So when them solar flares start heating up beyond the point of irreparable, it's because of the wrath. The universe knows what you're doing, knows when you're conspiring, and if they know your agenda, and your agenda is defective. And even if it is effective to an extent, you still will suffer. You cannot escape the wrath. Doesn't matter what you do. Okay? Let's get back to that. Somebody tried to write me off, but it looked like they got shut down. What do we have here? Copyrights. Master Ascendant. Yeah, you keep stealing my material, rewriting it, trying to make it yours. You're trying to gain power and wealth off of my creation and make it look like I'm copying you, but no, bitch, you copying me. I know what you're doing. I see everything that you copy of mine and try to reproduce it. It's to the point, it's so sad, I don't even want to embarrass the celebrities anymore because they're under your weak ass regime. It's so embarrassing that these people have to make a living off of you and you're destroying their credibility and reputation, and that's their fucking job, to impress, to create. And the same people that you're using for your manifestation, you're destroying them. So it's pretty much useless, but for some reason you think it's useless, but it's really not. So again, you got the memo, but you're just not getting it. Yeah, it says you're getting all my messages loud and clear, and you keep rerouting. We have Aquarius here. Oh, okay. So, she's not that bright. She doesn't know what she's talking about. She's she's off the Ricker. She's off the scale. She's She's in la la land. Okay. Just gone, huh? Everything but everything that's right. Everything but right, apparently to you. Okay, I'm off the Ricker. I'm off the scale. I'm everything but right, apparently to you. It says you lost, though, once again. You lost the reward. So I was supposed to be a reward to you. You were supposed to be working with me. I came here as a gift to you. To mankind. I came here as a gift to my family, to my friends. But apparently people don't know how to receive. So that's probably the biggest message of this year. Knowing how to properly receive. In order to receive, you have to properly perceive what it is that you're receiving. If you underestimate, overestimate, or in doubt, you probably will not properly receive the gift that you are being gifted with, which is half of the problem. Okay? half of the problem of why leadership sucks. We have a bunch of gifted individuals that are being suppressed. You're supposed to be utilizing these gifts the right way, but instead you're using them destructively. That's the biggest problem. And some of you are receiving and misusing the gift. That's a problem. That's a problem. Yeah, it seems like there's judgment here, and it says a huge wipeout secretly, a secret garden. You also have a secret garden. Police knows about a secret garden. People secretly burying these children. Yeah, it says you failed. The police failed, deliberately failed to spot this. So we have a garden, or woods, or secret burial where these children are. And the police is failing to investigate. They probably even spotted this. And the county is overlooking it. Yeah, it says they've crossed paths with the devil and human trafficking, proof of it. And they've turned a blind eye. But now it looks like it's a showdown. Yeah. Because now everybody realizing they about to die. All of a sudden, now everybody be like, hold on, you about to kill us all. Oh, it was beneficial when your ass was getting that money. It was beneficial when you can continue to be unaffected. But now that you're affected, now it's a problem. Hold on, let's get them. Let's. You're already under judgment. Now you can... Okay. These were, it says this was your ally. The law worked in tandem with you. They were loyal to you. They blocked the truth for you. They helped stalk and trespass for you. They invaded people's privacy for you. They killed for you. They destroyed for you. They did everything but tell the truth. And now they're afraid. What, the bank account getting low? Sex schemes ain't booming the business no more. Everybody's scared. Everybody's scared to do some dirty work, huh? And boundaries set in place, huh? Realize we working for a fraud, huh? Oh. Everybody like, nah, he's the fraud. He's the fraud. That's a fraud. Okay, so now everybody want to call him out. Yes, that's the whole public uprising. Now people donating information. Rig, his evidence, get his ass. Get them motherfuckers, yeah. Y'all realize y'all was on a losing team. Now you realize, motherfucker, they been killing everybody behind the whole time. Giving you all kind of goddamn money and bribes. But didn't tell you, we all about to fucking die. Because they done fucked up. That trying to be God, trying to be the all-out, creator. Want to be nosy, know everything and everybody, information at all times, making people feel like they have to run and hide. And who are you? Trying to play God. And look what you did. You destroyed. You basically put us under a giant microscope with all of those satellites. Now we're up under not only are we under a raggedy ass watch of yours, we're under a giant microscope. You know what happens when you put an ant under a microscope and you beam it just right for the sun to hit it? It literally fries the ant alive. Literally, you'll see smoke. So that's where we're headed, you guys. And I really feel that the creator was trying to protect us by knocking those 40 fucking satellites that they were trying to launch in January that just somehow disappeared, they say. That was the creator really trying to have our back. He like, if they really launched that, do you really know what would have happened? You guys would have literally all fried. But they're so stupid, they probably waited to launch it anyway, because we're going to have power, and we're going to know, and we're. Oh. So probably when they did, they realized when the motherfuckers got out there, it probably really did start a fire. It probably really did bust some holes in the sun. So now they realize we're dead. But you know why? Because of their ego. So kiss the hands of the motherfuckers that killed you. Okay? Because that's what the fuck you did if you took bribes from this motherfucker. If you literally work with this motherfucker, you kissed the hand that motherfucking fed your raggedy ass. Go on, like the Pope, the raggedy ass popes. They want you to kiss their hand. Who the fuck are they? Who the fuck are they? Please. What card wanted to come out? It says the DA expanded FBI. They want to talk. Yeah, the DA ready to take you motherfuckers down. They like, you know what? What I don't understand is if I tell you, you think I want to sit up here and lie and say you guys got 6 to 7 months and it's over. I told you had a year. You didn't believe me then. Now I'm telling you got 6 to 7 months. See, they probably believe me. But y'all don't understand what they hiding from you. That's what it is. So now that the word is out, your brains are probably gonna swell in your heads from the heat being so fucking hot in the summer. Y'all eyesight gonna get so bad because of the radiation. Eventually, everybody gonna be wearing glasses. You better get you some fucking space goggles. Shit be so hot your eyeballs want to fall out. Okay. Don't put your baby in the sun. Your baby gonna go. Ooh. Let's go ahead and continue. Looks like they've tallied up everything and they want to alternate judgment. But you were gung-ho about it. It's like people don't learn until they get burned. That's what they say. And literally, that is what is happening. So now they probably gonna do a lot of blackouts, disconnect from social media, from the internet. You can't do it's too late. They're gonna try to buy back time doing blackouts and shit and shutting shit down to keep the radiation level down and keep the heat down. And it's too fucking late. It's gonna get hotter and hotter and then we're just gonna die. You can't control the sun. It's already a ticking time bomb. Yeah, they working real hard. They ain't telling nobody, but they working real hard. All this blackout. No, they lost control. They ain't trying to keep control over nobody. They don't have any more control. They were vouching for so much control that they thought because the Creator was so gracious, that the Creator was stupid. They thought they were smarter than the Creator. Who do you think you are? Oh, he's so gracious, huh? We're just going to override him. The whole time, it wasn't that the Creator was gracious with them. He was gracious with the rest of the population that he knew needed, that the Creator knew needed him or her, because it's a collective. That's why I say ancestors, because they all work in tandem. That's why in the Bible they say he in reference of God, but when they say the coming, this may sound contradictory to some of you, but they reference he, the Son, the God, and the Holy Spirit. But when they say revelations and judgment, the coming of Christ, they say his bride. So you make up your mind. So are you trying to say the Creator is a transgender? Or a hermaphrodite? Or do you just really want to say, or do you really need to say and give clarity that the Creator is an embodiment of ancestors? I think if you all could actually see the face of the Creator, you guys would be scared. I think they show these pictures and depict the Creator as beautiful and, the sight to behold. If you really seen the face of the Creator, you will probably be petrified, speechless. And I ain't trying to say it's gonna be ugly. I ain't trying to say it's gonna be pretty, because I don't know what the Creator looks like, but I know there's an embodiment of many, many forms in one. A great form of embodiment. That's all I'm going to say. Just like every piece of your face, your mouth, there could be a face for the mouth. Your nose, there's a face for the nose. The eye is a face for both faces on both eyes, and the forehead another face, and then the cheek another face, and you open your mouth and there's another face within. The tongue has a face, the throat has a face, the hands has faces. So if you could really see the embodiment, I don't even know why people even play or even test the creator. This is the creator of all creations. You wouldn't believe. Technically, yeah, I guess the universe is the creator is a hermaphrodite. It's everything. It's a combination of everything. So when they say he, it represents humanity, mankind. But we all know man is nothing without the woman. That is an equal. So just say ancestors to be politically correct, because it's an embodiment of many bodies. So many bodies, it's probably unbelievable. It's probably some scary stuff to see. I know the creator, like, if they could really see me, they wouldn't even play with me. They probably wish they never see me. You know, scary. It's probably scary. But we paint these pictures like, oh, so holy, so sweet. Yeah, probably nice, holy and sweet. Destructive, too. But some scary shit, too. Some real scary shit that you probably want to respect. So let's get to this. Let's wrap this up. Carlos, are you hiding? Do you know about these crimes? Are you working with the pedophile ring? He's severing ties. He's probably going to be leaving soon. He says somebody needs to be punished. It's toxic. Oh, he's saying somebody needs to be punished for killing my son. Okay. Killing and raping my son. It's very interesting. It says agenda. That was the agenda. It says bad title. He does not. This affiliation, he knows. He knows all the secrets. He said high vibe terminated. Once again, there's an inflation of dark web, entities that are working with this organization, hacking the system. He knows. They're hacking and changing information, and that's why in the report that was received by Michelle, it said they don't know how that some of the information was declassified. Now that's a big red that's a big red flag, that the information could have been properly classified, but somebody behind the scenes was hacking the system and declassifying it, so they weren't getting investigated. So they know they have hackers. And then he said it's a ticking time bomb, and he's not responsible. He wants to leave. He's probably leaving. He doesn't want anything to do with this because it's too corrupt. He feels that that the real people that are supposed to help, he feels that they've lost control. And he says the organization is growing with black market business. So it's the whole entity has been reformed. He realized like this is a missed opportunity for him to successfully do his job without people hacking and transforming the system for the worse. It says the occult, they keep doing this religiously. The occult is at the foundation, and they're segregating. So they're weeding out the cases of the children that they want, the families that they want to destroy. So it's all organized. They destroy the families. They take the children. It's all organized crime. They could even be working with the police to stalk, harass, and to take the children. Don't forget, we have black market officers here. A prime example of the bandinos, but they're not the only ones. We have people that are part of the Brotherhood, white supremacists that work very closely with Skull and Bones. It's very interesting that if you meet the qualifications to become a police officer, they might not even allow you to become a police officer because you don't have the intent to destroy. It says these people that work behind the scenes that are of the darkness, it says they love to destroy. It's a habit of theirs, spiritual warfare. So we have some very dark entities within there. And it's confirmed by yes. They love pedophilia. These people are very sick. They're obsessed. He says he doesn't know how these people survive the great source, which is the creator. He's questioning the creator now. He says, how do you allow these people to win and these children to just be harmed and die? I understand. It's complete mind control, and it says it's too late. Yeah, the organization has been taken over. They control social networks. They've all these tech individuals and stuff, they're all pedophilia freaks. They all have sexual demons. They're all sexual deviant. So we have people who probably need some counseling because they have misbehaved badly, and they have no control over their sexual behaviors and gratifications. They've become demonized. They're not in control of their bodies, and these are the individuals that are in control of children and systems. It says wiping data. They're trying very hard to wipe data. So they commit these crimes, they do these heinous things, they wipe information, lots of wiping, rewriting. And it says evidence, there's quite a few evidence, and we have the judge is also involved in rape. Wow. So we have judge, rape, and NASA. So NASA is heavily involved in this as well. NASA you're under heavy judgment. Yeah, candlelight at the judge. So there could even be a judge that wants to indict NASA. We also, it says a lot of raping, falling out of grace. And it says NASA is falling out of grace. It says no agreement. Yeah. There's a judge that might want to indict some people of NASA. There's a lot of rapists that work at NASA. NASA is helping pinpoint and homes, family, whereabouts, tracking locations so they can carry out these rape acts. It says a DA attorney. Yeah, somebody's about to get prosecuted. So the DA could be working with the judge, but the judge could be giving the DA a hard time. Okay, so we have a judge that's covering for them. This could also be a senator. The DA knows that people are lurking behind the system, testing, continuous testing. They're not stopping. It looks like somebody's going to trial, and it says no agreement, so they're probably going to try to do a hung jury. There also could be a DA. They might assign a DA that might be for this business and may be accepting of this, saying that it's a way of life, and may even dismiss a case from even going to trial. Yeah, they're trying to reconsider because they're trying to fix it. Wow. So just a corrupt system. Judge, DA. That's why they probably got rid of Jackie Lacey and put that other gentleman in position. I'm going to do a reading on him as well. Find out his credibility. Because it looks like when it comes to the DA, I've also went through the channels of the DA, and I think his name was Al or Alan. The DA, Los Angeles County DA, they received my information, did absolutely nothing, ignored me. So the Los Angeles County DA is also corrupt. They know about all the corruption. They don't do anything. They want their seat. They just take the incoming complaints, act like they're somebody, and do absolutely nothing. When they did that, I asked for Jackie Lacey, and they blocked me. So it looks like they know what's going on, and they continue to hide what's going on. And they just probably harassed her right out of her position. This is while she was in office. As a sitting LA County DA. And it says they're free to do whatever they want. The authority is giving them the freedom to do whatever they want. And it says the website is liable. And they know it. They're in hiding, trying not to be seen, like they're undercover, but yeah, they're communicating over the phone. It just goes on and on and on. Maxine Waters, you're coming up in here. Maxine Waters know what they're doing is wrong as well. She's probably uncovered a lot of stuff going on under Under her watch, she mutually agrees there's a lot of sex trafficking and organized crimes that's going on. Yeah. They're trying to put a criminal case and sue me. Oh, because she knows what's going on. They could be trying to bankrupt her, or that's probably why they're trying to bankrupt me. Let's find out what's going on, but they need to slow down. So it looks like they're sexually harassing, stalking, harassing people that know the truth so that they'll give up their position in office and put someone else in position. That's corrupt. So it looks like there's a big takeover. It looks like they're trying to, the pedophilia ring is trying to take over and replace the people that are in position. So there's, and what they're doing is attacking people's finances. They need to slow down. These people are very delusional. It's a big uprising and overtaking. I guess what they're trying to do, they know that they have 6 to 7 months to live because I already told you, forewarned you about what's going on with the planetary alignments and the planets and the sun, solar flares. They know they have a short amount of time left, so what they're trying to do, they're trying to create their heaven on earth before it's over, which is very disgusting. If I were you, I would protect yourself at all costs and at any means necessary because they're trying to carry out their will before it's over. Some sort of twisted paradise. They're trying to create a paradise in the next 6 to 7 months before it's over. How twisted is that? That's like saying if you know you were about to die, you would do any and everything that you wanted to do. So these twisted, sick pedophiles are going to do just that. They're going to destroy people at all costs because if they want to kill, destroy, rape, that's what they're going to do. So you better know what time it is and protect you and your family. That's also why they're trying to gain control over guns. It's not that crime is out of control. Everything they're doing is organized. Okay? Everything that they're doing is orchestrated. Okay? All these random shootings and all that. This is all this that they're projecting. They don't want you to have a means of protection. That's what this is coming down to. So when they want to come and take your children and destroy your family, you have nothing to protect you or your family with. And they know it. But ask them if they got a gun. I bet you they do. Okay? So you got to ask them who's lying here. We have Ethereum coming up. Not sure why. Another stock coin. It's expanding in movement. Okay, so the black market is saying, yeah, the Ethereum is expanding again. So it was being liquidated. Now they're expanding again, or they're moving. Or dividing units, transferring, moving. They're lying. Somebody's lying. Solar flares. Yeah. Every time they lie and slander, and it looks like it makes the sun angrier and angrier. So if they want to know what's going to fix it, you're going to have to change the vibration of the universe. If you don't change the vibration of the universe, you are going to die. Period. If you create hell on earth, all you're doing, all that radiation, it's here, it's live and well. So what happens is when we charge the radiation with the feelings and emotions that are real, okay, they charge the atmosphere, and then that charge go back into the universe, the planets and the sun. We're all connected to the planets. And what happens is when we become angry, hurt, or at the extent of death, okay, and you cry out in these pains, you make the sun, you charge the sun, and what happens is it's a beam of light. You charge it up, it has to go back where it came from. It's called the circle of life. Just like the recycle symbol, it has an arrow, a triangle that goes up, down, back around in a continuous triangle. That's exactly how the universe operates when it comes to the energetic field. It's a continuous cycle of vibration. Make no mistake about it. All right. So it says, yeah, U.S. Securities and Exchange Commissions need to talk. They need a deep talk because these people are delusional. It looks like somebody's trying to, the medical field, it looks like the U.S. security knows that the medical field is trying to uprise and seduce people with medication and say they're crazy, they need to be medicated. Looks like they need to slow down with that. because they're trying to claim people are crazy so they can get away with these crimes. But the U.S. security needs to do a crackdown on this. They need to have a very important conversation. And it says because of a video is expanding. Yeah, look like a video is getting out and vindicated. Yeah. Some information that could be coming out. We have musician or orchestration. Vindicated. Code violation. Somebody's seen a music video or something. Or somebody's breaking the code and gaslighting encryptically. Somebody's sending out bad vibrations, so you might feel an increase of as the heat gets hotter. They'll also turn up the brain wave through the cell towers that creates cancer. So we're going to have an increase of tumors and brain cancers. Migraines and headaches will be increasing. This is how they intend to punish and cause medical illnesses in people, unexplainable illnesses. And they'll just blame it on, oh, this is the effects of the trauma that you've been through. Blame it on, oh, it was the pandemic. You must be feeling the aftermath or effects, but really it's them that they're turning up the heat and they're turning up the cell towers so that it can emit dangerous radiation and brainwave activity to make people go psychologically crazy, make people collapse, migraines, or even death. Okay? So, what's to come for this organization? We have another helicopter flying over. I guess they're very, they love to spy. And this is just a little bit of spying. They will circle 1 to 2 minutes, it will circle around 1 to 2 minutes at a time, okay, on a daily when I have my location on. So if they spot me, oh, it just goes on and on and on and on. But that's to instill fear in me. And I have, those days are over. Good luck. So we have the 10 of Wands and Sheba, disease and war. We have so it looks like there's going to be a biological war. We also have tax invasion and innocence. So they're going to pursue people's money to put them in financial slavery, going against what's right. We also have Virgo. So there's a lot of court cases that they're going to try to get the judges to throw people in jail. And Virgo, I think he's the financial, he manages the finances of the U.S. government. So it looks like the taxes are going to be doubled, duplicated unnecessarily. So people are going to be giving the government more and free money that they're not entitled to. So increasing taxes is actually false because it's not doing anything but going towards the black market. It's not going back into the right resources or departments that it needs to. Yeah, so it looks like it's a war. We can look forward to a war happening, all-out war. People probably not going to get their taxes or be overtaxed this year. We have the Dutch group that's coming out. That's backtracking and regrouping. So it looks like it's going to be an all-out war in the UK as well. It says stealing money. Somebody's going to be observed. So we have a lot of price gouging that's about to take place. I don't know what they're going to do with that money if they're dead, but good luck. Yeah, a lot of people are voting against this. We also have the CIA. So they're going to try to tax musicians. Identity theft, steal their credibility, steal their wealth. So everybody's going to be under attack. A Department of Mental Health. Yeah, so we're going to have an uprising in the Department of Mental Health who's going to be defamation of character, stealing people's credibility. A lot of people they're going to try to medicate people if you try to say something about the abuse that they're doing. So it looks like the Department of Mental Health is actually going to be sanctioned or needs to be sanctioned. We have the FTC here. It says truly So the FTC knows that the Department of Health needs to be sanctioned. It needs to be properly investigated, and that's why here in California, they don't really have mental health facilities that house people with who are incompetent or severe mental health, because they were abusing these individuals, and because the abuse levels were so high, and a lot of people wound up in these facilities who were not mentally ill, and that's what they were doing for many years. A lot of actually, my great grandmother on my father's side, my great grandmother on my father's side, they took her and put her into an institution, and no one has heard of her since. And this was years. My grandfather was a young man during that time, and so this is a generational curse that. And that was my grandfather. So that was my great grandmother. So you can imagine that this has been happening. This is nothing new under the sun. This has been happening time and time again. And it's most likely that she probably had some special supernatural capabilities and things like that. As a matter of fact, my grandfather was looked upon to be the first Michael Jordan. I even have pictures where they even have the same style of jumping at the hoop. So I thought that that was very interesting. And even more interesting, they they depromoted my grandfather because he actually had the eyes of someone who was who and during his time it was not conducive for someone black to be with someone biracial couples were not socially accepted during his time, but he maintained the eyes of someone who they felt was not appropriate, and not because of who she was, but because of the color of her skin. You have a Russian Jew, and then you have a African American. So that was frowned upon by the Caucasian, so they deranked him. But had he consistently been able to move forward, he probably would have been very successful. And because of the actions that they took against him, it caused a negative rippling effect in his lifestyle. So I really feel that these people even tried to make him pay for that even beyond of walking away from basketball. So, but as you can see, Michael Jordan has remarried and has married a Caucasian woman and has a biracial child, and no one is attacking his career because they're making a lot of money off of him. Had it been during my grandfather's time, lots of horrible things probably would have occurred to him by now. But because they, of course, I'm sure they're stealing millions of dollars and they're benefiting off of him, it's sort of an open, closed case. But at some point, they're probably not going to make him forget that to them, he owes them for being able to do as he will. I know that sounds twisted, but when you're able to do as you will, and you're financially capable of doing so, they will still make you pay at some point in time. Not in the way that you may expect, but very underhandedly. I'm not trying to warn you. I am just trying to say, based on history, these people have a record of not letting people live their life. They will hunt you down at some point and extent. So yes, and I wouldn't even doubt that I actually have blood ties to Michael Jordan, because him and my grandfather looks very much alike, with the same style in basketball. So I wouldn't be surprised if we share the same genetics. I'm not sure where his family comes from, or what have you, but it would not surprise me. Because genetically, they look a little similar. So, and it just wouldn't surprise me. A lot of things has surprised me this past year that has come out about family and genetics. So, family is closer than you think. Just remember, we all got off on that same boat. Whether it was the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, or 26th, we all got here. So the apples are not falling far from the tree. Okay, so what can we expect in the next with DCFS? Are they going to revise? It says mass falling off, civil and social justice. What's next for DCFS? Yeah, it looks like they're going to be disconnected from power. It looks like these people have gone beyond boundaries, and it looks like someone's going to start micromanaging because, there's too many dead bodies here in the reading. It's coming up again. I'm seeing this for the third time now, and it says litigation. So a death of a child is going to come back up, and it says terrorizing. Someone is terrorizing the IP. Someone is terrorizing the system. Someone is terrorizing the children. Someone is terrorizing the family. So I guess another death would get these people active. How many children have died? We don't know, but we do know that these numbers are large and far and wide, as well as these uninvestigated cases. I feel that they have gotten used to stealing so many children that they probably are financially tapped. And I also feel that people that have lost children that shouldn't have been lost, they've created, they've tapped out their resources with the capacity of children that they can actually take on now. And the children who do need to receive the help, who are actually really being abused in their homes, are not receiving the care because they have a lot of children who have been illegitimately taken from the house, when all actuality, all they have to do was communicate and work with the family to reunify. So they've been going against the grain of non-reunification in cases that were not serious, to where now their hands are full in the cases that are coming in that are serious. They're declassifying it because what happens when you go against the grain? It has to circle back, and right now they're in gridlock. So looks like this they've mismanaged the foundation, and they are criminally, federally liable, and it looks like they're trying to avoid it, and they're trying to get judges, DAs, and anything they can to dismiss this. But once the creator is watching, and he's catching on, and the more children you sacrifice and the families you sacrifice, you will be the reason that you meet your own demise. You will be the reason why the world will soon implode on itself because of the energies that you are projecting. Thank you for listening. Peace and take care.